Hello, so today I'm going to show you a stretch and a foam roller exercise for your inner thighs. We're going to do a couple of them on the ground, and then don't worry, I will show you a couple of them standing, because I know sometimes you're like, Kathleen, I don't want to get down on the ground in the middle of my day. So use these maybe at night while you're watching Netflix, and during the day you can do the standing versions, okay? There's always a fitness solution. So you're going to come down onto hands and knees, and you're going to bring one leg out to the side. Now the key is that you're hip with this, because you're going to want to bring your leg forward and sort of hike the hip up. Think of Jess Sims on Peloton. She always says, no ego, amigo, meaning meet yourself where you are. If you need to have your leg back here to keep your hip down, cool. If your leg needs to be back down back here, cool. So you go to where you can keep that hip really long, and you're just going to take the top of the inner thigh, and you're just going to gently press it down into the ground. Okay, so you're pressing down from your foot and the inner thigh here. So I'm stealing this, or borrowing this variation that I'm going to show you next from Dr. Spina, who does functional range conditioning. So you're welcome to just hang out here and stretch the inner thigh, feels nice, or you can try more of a Pales Rails. So you would press down into the ground from the top of the thigh and the foot and really feel the inner thigh activating, and then you'd squeeze your bum and you'd try to lift the leg without shifting. Now if you can't actually lift the leg, you can just squeeze the butt, that's fine. And you would toggle back and forth between those two things. So you press down with your inner thigh, activating the muscle, and then you'd squeeze the butt and you would lift, or just leave it there but squeeze the butt, and you go back and forth between inner thigh bum, inner thigh bum, inner thigh bum. So what I would suggest is, if you've never done this exercise before, just start with a 30-second, just hold, stretch, don't get fancy, and then you're welcome to add the toggle back and forth when you're kind of more familiar. Another one that I'm going to show you, and I steal this one or borrow it from Pilates, is you're going to take this arm and you're rotating away from the leg that's down. So that'll give you a nice inner thigh stretch. It also gives you some rotation, so if you sit a lot, this is a really excellent variation. So any of those ones that you like the best, or all of them, go for it. And then you would take the foam roller and you would lie, and you're going to put the inner thigh on the foam roller, and you're just going to go up and down, and you could find where your muscles sort of feel the most in need of a massage. And I would definitely like play around with straightening and bending the knee as you go. So for me, I'm definitely, when I get higher up, that's where I feel it. So I would hang out there. And then I could actually just sort of rotate the leg, internal, external rotation. I could add a little bit of pressure into it, whatever sort of feels good, but breathe. Please make sure you breathe. It's really important. Don't hold your breath. And sort of, 1 to 3 minutes, and just make sure you just keep on moving and finding the places. The nice thing about foam rolling is one day you might feel like you need it more into the upper inner thigh, and then the other one you might be like, oh, down by the knee I need it. So just listen to your body and do what feels good. I put good in quotes because this stuff sort of feels spicy and good and terrible all at the same time. Okay, enjoy.